Hi everyone, so I do have quite a few items in front of me here. Today what we're going to do is try out the new Diamond Press screen print inks and masks, and so hopefully that'll answer some of your questions you might have about how to use them, you know, what you can use them on, maybe, possibly. I have a few different things here. We'll try it out, and yeah, so that's what we'll do. So most of these items came from the Today Special, which is now available. It's already there on HSN site in the single and auto ship. The auto ship has more, stencils and screens and inks and all kinds of fun things. And so definitely keep an eye out for the presentations. If you get the Diamond Press email blast, you might have already seen what's coming, what's in store for the auto ship associated with the mixed media collection Today Special. And these items were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So recently I did a preview of the Today Special itself. I unboxed the whole thing along with some other items that you can pick up that pretty much go with, extend what's going on, with colors as far as like the screen print inks, the glitters and things like that. So these are the ones that come in the Today Special. We have the green, the pink, and that gorgeous teal. Love these colors. I did bring out the other screen print inks that you can pick up, separately. The neutrals, which I went through all of these guys in the unboxing video, so I'll link that video in the description box in case you want to see, or really just in-depth look at everything that's in here. And then this is the cool, warm screen print inks. So possibly we'll get into those guys. I brought out all the different ways to apply these things. So we have that big spatula that's in the Today Special. We have these angled spatulas, which I have used already. I should probably just take them out of here. I did pop them into the craft tote, the caddy, that is also now available there on HSN. When I showed it in the unboxing, it was not quite on the site yet. So now they have it in the teal and the gray. So if you're familiar with what I'm talking about, there's a caddy that you can put all these wonderful things in and just have everything ready to go. I moved totally into that, and there's still room in there. So even with all these different add-ons and things, it's a big caddy, so it holds a lot of stuff. So I have these spatulas. I brought out the paint brushes, which is what Diamond Press is recommending to use in the paperwork here in the little brochure showing you how to use your items. They have the screen print ink being applied with brushes, which makes it very easy. But again, if you just want to put a whole bunch of it on and kind of scrape like this, that's up to you. You want to use these guys. Lots of different ways to apply your inks, your glitters, your pastes, all that kind of fun stuff. I just brought them all out just to show you again. These are more for stenciling, but I suppose if you want to use this, you could use this too, right? Whatever it is that you want, whatever works for you. You can definitely use the daubers. There's also angled sponges that we can also use. These are really fun if you are the type of person that don't mind doing something like this. I used to just tear these guys, just rip a piece off, and then you dip it in whatever ink you want to use, and you can use it, or just regular ink, you can use it to help you distress things or give that kind of look. So I would just rip pieces. You can use it for nail art too. When I used to do like little like faded kind of tips or whatever, I would use these guys. So anyway, just lots of ways to use those. So we have the information here. I did bring out the tape just to help us hold our screens down. I did bring out this kit that I did not show previously because to me this is just another add-on, right, as far as extending your designs. So this is the Screens Dies Kit Sentiments is what it says, but basically it's screens and dies. So you can do your sentiments, and then you have a die to cut them, which is really nice. I really like that option, right? Let me get this guy open. And, okay, there we go. I was going to take a pause, but we got it. Oh, so cool. Okay, so this one also has sentiment dies, so let's check that out. There are quite a few new things, and I forgot what was all in this kit. I knew it had screens and dies, but I didn't realize it had also sentiments that are just separate. So let's look at the screen print stencil sentiments instruction sheet. It says here, and we are taping these down or holding them down that way. I don't believe they're sticky on the back, but it says you use your low-tech tape such as washi. This is provided in the Today Special. Again, what I'm showing you is separate from the Today Special. It's something else that you can pick up to have more sentiments and things like that. So again, we're using the brush. We're just going to apply it. and then remove that. And they are recommending to have a little something with soapy water ready to go so that you can pop that right in there. You don't want your ink drying in on anything really, your stencils and things like that, because obviously they'll stick after a while. But especially these screens, they're delicate, you know, in the area that you want to push through, and you really want everything to get cleaned out really well so you can keep using it. And then after it dries, you have a die to cut it out, and that's what I love about this kit in particular. So here are the dies. You see there's a large sentiment there. We have, I am here for you, hi there, I love that, so cute, you are the best, little swirls and sprigs and things like that, and then to cut out our sentiments here from the screen. So let's check these guys out really quick. And then we'll hop right to it. I will get some warm soapy water like in a little tub and have that ready to go. Thanks for being you and all that you do. I feel so lucky to know you. Today is a gift. Enjoy it. I hope this makes you smile today. And so that's what we have here. I hope you can kind of have an idea of how large these are. I could measure the dies, but I'm just kind of measuring, you know, it's like a 2.5 inch sentiment by like 2.5, a little bit, like a square kind of. Thanks for being you and all that you do. Again, that space, you know what, let me measure this die better. I think it's this one, possibly. 3 3/4 by like almost 3 inches wide. So just have an idea of how big these are, so they take up a nice amount of space. Almost 4.5 inches tall with the bottom there by about 3 inches wide, okay? So just, I'm gonna try to hold these up a little bit slower. I noticed in my last video I did the unboxing, I might have gone a little quickly because there was a lot to get to, and maybe you weren't able to kind of rest your eyes on what's going on there. Again, with the screen prints, if you haven't watched my other video or watched some of the previews, these clear areas is what's going to be on your surface, right? And it's a very, very thin mesh so that the ink squishes through there, right? For lack of a better term there. You can use the what's this stuff called? The chalk in there too. I mean, there's yeah, just anything that's going to be real thin and kind of gets through that. But basically your screen printings. I would not put my glitter and things like that on this because that's chunky stuff that's just going to get stuck on here. No, it has to be very thin. So we have this here. I hope this makes you smile today. And then this one, I feel so lucky to know you. So again, this is another set that you can pick up, but today we will work with some of the screens that are in the Today Special, and we will work with some of these guys too. Oh, let's put this to the side for now. Let's put that over here. And the Today Special ones, I put them all in here. And here are these gorgeous guys. So what I'm going to do is get the water going, a little tub with some water, and we'll just start playing. I will make mention I was going to use this little glass mat, and I showed it in the preview, and actually, let me pick up the little piece. This will not be available on HSN, at least not quite yet, and you might be able to find it on mydiamondpress.com very soon, and I will tell you when that is. So if you're just kind of keeping an eye on their website, I will definitely follow up with a video letting you know when the glass mat with the magnetized pieces, the magnets and the magnetized base will be available, okay? So if I end up using that, just know it's not going to be available on HSN. Okay, let me grab my water. I think maybe we'll do like a card type thing. I do have some gift bags I brought out that are just plain that we can, put something cute on, and then I have also like a clipboard. So we'll try it on a couple different surfaces, okay? So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so there are lots of tips and info in the brochure here. So again, just read it over. They kind of quickly walk you through here, and then here is just giving you some more ideas, saying to use the screen once or twice before you wash it, and of course before you move on to use it again, you definitely want to make sure it's really dry, because again, it's a very fine mesh, and there might be water kind of like stuck in these little areas, so if you try to use it, it's gonna maybe blur the edges a little bit. So they're just saying just to make sure these are really super dry, and how you might want to hang that to dry, or however it is. And then, to practice before you start, of course, I'm just going to bring out what I would consider like a card front. And let me move these guys. I cut this down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, not 3. I'm going to put that there. And these, I'll use the inks that come in the Today Special, and then we'll do something else. So I'm just going to put this up here because I figure if I was to cut like some little die cut flowers or something, I would probably put them around here, maybe one up here and a little sprig here or however. So I'm just kind of eyeballing where I would want my sentiment, just about there. And then we can tape it down. So let me take a moment to open this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tape. I'm gonna put on the sides over here. Nice, really wide tape. I don't know if I mentioned it's 1 inch wide. And I mean, you don't need that much. I just pulled some off there. Okay, let's put this guy here. And oh, we want to make sure it's nice and smooth, of course, nice and flat. So let's flatten that guy out. Okay, and I already have my water, soapy water here. It's a little bit warm, and it's just in a to-go container that I just keep. I'm sure this stuff is non-toxic. I probably wouldn't use it in a container that I'm going to put food in later, so this is just going to be my little artsy container here. Okay, so let's open this up. So I'm going to open up the teal one, and I'm probably going to use the medium-sized brush. Now, it does say, you know, use the scraper, use the brush. You're going to have a different look with a brush because obviously as you place it, it might be a little chunkier as it comes through, when with a scraper, that large scraper you're just kind of doing it more evenly. So it does give a different look is what it says. So I'm just going to get some of our paint, and you know, I'm actually going to put this on here just to get a little bit closer. Hold that area down for me, and I'm just going to start, guys. And I'm just going to show you about how much is on there. I'm going to kind of start out here, and just as you're doing this, you're pushing through, right? That's the whole thing. You want to get through the little screen. And let's take a little more there. Okay, so that whole area is pretty much painted. This is quite easy, I will say. Just pushing it through, and you can see if it looks too dry or if you didn't quite get it. So I'm just kind of pushing with my brush, and we'll see, you know, how we do. I am kind of collecting like what's up here again, because again, I don't want to waste my product either. So let's see. You can see that needs a little bit more in there. It looks pretty pushed through, right? I mean, that looks pretty covered. I suppose you can wipe the rest of this if there's anything. It's a very little amount. I might use this brush again very soon, but for now, if I was going to keep working, I probably wouldn't wash it. Maybe I would put like a paper towel over just to keep it moist instead of this drying. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and place it in here. Okay, I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to remove this and see how we did. Actually, we can just pick it up a little bit, and that will give you an idea if you need to do more. How cute. Oh my gosh, for my first time out, I think that is very good. Okay, let me take this off, and maybe we can reuse that washi, I don't know. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop this into my little tub of water over here and just let that start soaking. I'm kind of giving it a little zhuzh with the paintbrush. And that way that stays wet and you can wash it off later, right? Okay, so let me show you what this came out looking like. That is very cute. I got a little extra down there, and then I missed that little spot up there, but overall pretty good, right? Wow, I like the look of it. It's very opaque. Obviously it has like kind of a soft chalky look. You can kind of see that. I'm gonna put this to the side, and we'll see about how long that takes to dry. I don't know if I'll be back to like really check it out, but what I want to do next is, oh, here. I have some gift bags just from like the Dollar Tree, and these are a little bit bent, so I'll probably pick like this one, pick the straighter one. And I think to keep it nice and flat, obviously the mask will bend for it, so that's not a big deal. But I might put a board in here, like if you have some extra cardboard, or even like if you were to break down one of the boxes, you know, you might want to do that. What I want to do is, let's see what we have. Lavender, what are we using? Orange, yellow, oh those are cute. Red, let me think. purple and blue. I was just gonna do like a 2-color kind of thing. So let me see about putting something in here that's a little stiffer. I mean, we can just lay it here, but I can feel these knobbiness of the handles, right? So I'm going to put something else in here to help me keep this more sturdy. And I'll be right back. Got some stuff out of my recycling. This is actually a diamond press box. And look at that, I eyeballed it when I was over there near my recycling, and that worked out pretty well. I just got a little bit crooked here, so pretty good. All right. So I'm gonna pop this in here to help me keep it sturdy. I think that should be good. Something like that. And I think I'll use this guy. So it's a really one of the larger images that we have here. And what if we put that there? So I'm going to use a little bit of the washi from earlier. I just recycle it. I was going to say, you know, there's some paint on here and it's already dry, and literally all I did was go and cut a piece of cardboard. So, and we chatted a little bit, but pretty good. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little bit more up here. So let's try something like this out. Let me arrange my space a little bit differently. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this time I'm going to use a couple different colors. And I'm just going to go for it. So I have the screen print ink in blue, and I have one in lavender. And I probably should have brought something to wipe this off. Let's just go for it. Okay, so I'm going to grab some blue, and I'm just getting it from the lid, but obviously you can dip in here. And I think I'm just going to hold it down like this. And again, just go right in there. I'm just really pushing through. And you can see, you know, where the craft is. Seeing if you're actually covering it up. And I'm just going to try to get rid of this excess. And I'm just going to dip into the purple, of course. If you want to, you know, clean off your brush, I would just wipe it. And I'm just going to go in with some purple. And I'm mixing the colors a little bit there. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness, how pretty. So I can see already that that went through, and that's really good. I'm not going to put this back in either one of these because obviously I mixed my colors. So I'm just going to put it in here for now. And, you know, we'll have a little gift bag with something a little special on there. Wow. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. And you know, I pretty much did the same technique I did at the beginning. I'm just kind of pushing down, just making sure, not pushing down too hard, because again, you know, I didn't tape this down any more than what I showed you, so it's not like it's sticking all around these areas. And so you don't want your ink to go under there. Oh my gosh, how pretty is this on the back? Look at this. Before I spill this everywhere. Hold on. So let me pop this in here, and let's take a peek at our card. I might just take this over to my sink and rinse them off already. That's pretty dry to the touch. I mean, so how long did that take, you know, from what I was doing here and getting the water and all that kind of stuff, so you can kind of imagine about how many minutes that was. Not too long. I also have another surface I wanted to try out, was the clipboard, so let's clean up a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I should have taken you with me over to my sink. All I did was literally bring this out of the water that was soapy water and rinsed it under the these, you know, spout there, and it already like just came right out. So that looks really great. And you know, maybe I can show you this one. This guy's still in here. I haven't done anything to this one. I just left it in there, and I mean, it's pretty much already rinsed off just having sat in the water. So I'm gonna go rinse these off and dry them, but I just want to show you that it basically just comes out really easily. Even the brush was pretty much already clean when I went to rinse them under the faucet. So I'll be right back. Metallic collection of the screen print inks. I think I'm gonna do a sentiment on here. This is from the sentiment set. Of course, I'm not going to die cut it because I'm going to put it on, you know, this clipboard. But whatever it is that you like. So I think today is a gift and joy is a nice one, just for an everyday kind of sentiment on a clipboard, right? The other ones are more, you know, I feel so lucky to know you. I hope this makes you smile today. Very much card kind of related sentiments. So let me put these guys to the side. Again, that's from the other kit, not from the Today Special. And let's pop that there. I was gonna say this has a little, maybe something powdery on it, but for now we'll just put that there. And I'm gonna reuse my washi. You know I like to push it when it comes to washi. Let's see how many times we can reuse it. It's very low tack and it works really well, so that's great. Let's put that on here. Just gonna help me hold that down a little bit. And I'm gonna use the gold screen print ink. And since I'm making the video, otherwise I would go back to a larger brush, but since I wet it, I don't really have the luxury of waiting for it to dry, and so I'm just gonna move on. We're gonna use this little guy. It's different. It's a round brush. And let's see. And I just hold it with my hand anyway, just because I always do something like that, but that's just me. So let's get some of that going. It is very gold and shimmery, and hopefully it'll show up on this craft background. I'm going a little bit more heavy-handed just because of that. And just pushing that through. And I was thinking about doing some of the butterflies. So if I do that, I'll probably just wipe this off and then go right into whatever color I want to use for that, instead of rinsing this. So let's see. Again, I'm really pushing that down, getting it in there. I hope you can see what that looks like. I mean, I guess I can hold this up a little bit. You can just kind of see where it's going, just looking right in there. And, oh yeah. So it is very gold, and again I have that craft background, so there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and soak this guy. I'm gonna wipe this off though, okay? But I'll be right back. So, that's actually pretty dry already. All I did was go and wipe this off on a paper towel. Pretty good. I'm just gonna move on. And again, it's there, it's very gold, but again, this is craft cardstock, or craft background, I guess. And I'm gonna put this little guy right here. So let's go ahead and stick that down, and I think I'm just gonna use some white screen print ink for this one. So far, super easy to use. Really nice. So we'll hold that down. Let's get over some white from the metallic and neutrals add-on. And again, all I did was wipe this off, so there is a little bit of gold paint on there, but I'm just gonna grab some white paint here and just hold this down. That paint right through there. And just a little more here. Suppose because it is a kind of a stencil kind of thing, you can definitely just pick it up a little bit, especially since you have your washi, and if you're not sure that you got through every area, you can just lay it right back down, right? Look at that. Oh, that is so pretty. Very pretty. Got a little something on my hand here. Okay, let me soak this one. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this one off, wash it off, and we'll look at our different projects. Before I show you the items really quickly, I just want to show you what everything looks like once I've rinsed it off. Brushes all rinsed like new. Again, just rinsing them under the water. If you want to put a little soap, you know, I guess I was using Dawn, if that means anything to anybody, or if you really want to know. And then these guys, again, rinsed. I see the gold pigment kind of stays out here. I suppose you can scrub it. It's not in the way, so I don't really care. I just left it. But basically, let the water run from the front, and I turn it over, let the water run in the back, just the way I'm holding it like this. So the water's just running through, and then again through the front, just to make sure, you know, your screen is nice and clean, in the screen area especially. And then our butterfly, and then these guys from earlier. And I'll just let them dry. So I'm gonna put these back in my kitchen. Let me clean up just a little bit and I'll be right back. So to finish up our little card front that we made here, I just actually trimmed that down just a little bit smaller, so it ends up being 4 by 5 1/4. This one is 4 3/8 by 5 3/8. That sounded funny as soon as I said it. Like, that doesn't sound like the numbers I normally give. And then I have some little flowers that I just had here from another project, and I thought, wait, I can just finish it off with those. So it's a little sprig and some little flowers that I have. And so I'll put that there. Again, I just trimmed it down just a little bit more. And you can definitely pop that up. And then with the sentiment ones, of course, we have the dies for it. This is the sentiment that's in the Today Special, so it's more of a card topper. But you know, you can always cut it out with like a rectangular die, maybe a circular one or an oval one. Be really cute. Oh, got a little too much glue there. And just matting that up. And then I have these little flowers, and so I think I'm just going to add these little sprigs. And I'm keeping it all flat, but if you want to pop those up for more dimension, of course, we can definitely do that. And I'm just going to put a little something here and a little something here. And that's this card. Really sweet. All finished up. Again, that letterpress look. Or screen print look, I guess is what I should say. Letterpress has like a, it pushes in, right? And then we have our gift bag here. Again, this stuff dried really fast. I mean, if you're going to use, you know, the sentiment set with the die, I would say give it maybe 5 or 10 minutes just to be sure, but it dried pretty quickly, like minutes, just minutes. And so here we have this one with that beautiful kind of mix of colors, and now you have a nice little stylized gift bag. And this little guy here, again on the craft card, today is a gift, enjoy it. This would look really amazing on like black paper. For sure, it stands out really, really well. You can see that in some of the examples that Die and Press has there on the site. And this little white butterfly that just really pops. So hopefully that gives you some idea of how, you know, you might want to set things up when you go to use it. You know, put something sturdy in with your gift bags or your paper bags, or even if you're doing like a tote bag, let's say some fabric, you definitely want to put something sturdy in there, and that's how I would do it, right? Just a little piece of something. I'll probably keep this forever because a lot of those fit right in this size, so I'll just keep this for my crafty fun. So thanks for watching, you guys. Hopefully that gave you some idea of how to use these guys. Super easy. Again, I didn't use that big spatula, but you can definitely use that, the big scraper. The brush was really easy to use because you can just control exactly where you're putting it, and that was really great. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Die and Press, for sending these items for review. I will have the Today Special linked. Again, it is already available. If there's a price change, just like any other item, you have the 30 days. So on March 7th at midnight, if that price, you know, goes down for the Today Special, then you can get that back. I usually just chat online with the HSN representatives, and it's like seconds. Funny enough, sometimes it freezes while you're doing the chat, and they still do it because they got the information, they know what you're asking, and then you can just check the order and it'll be there. And I'm like, oh, that's funny, because I didn't even finish talking with them, but they know what you're asking about, you know? So it works out really easy. Or give them a call. But yeah, so it's now available. And oh, I want to say, and of course, because I'm a naughty girl, I went ahead and ordered the marquee in the blush color. It is so cute and soft pink, but unfortunately, when I went to order it this morning, it said there were only like 13 left. So I don't know if they're gonna bring more in, but for right now, as of today, right now, there is like a dozen of them left. So I did pick it up. But they also have the birthday bundle, which is a purple marquee that comes with some stamps and dies. And the dies are really cute. They're like pocket dies. There's one to make, you know, a bow, which I love, and some other items there. So they have a different bundle of it's a purple machine with dies and stamps, and then you know, what's left of the blush and the teal color. Hopefully, if you're looking for it, you can get in on that. I did order mine, so you'll be seeing my little blush machine here. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see y'all at the next one. Bye now.